Hey there, folks. So I just have been taking care of my morning things. You know, I drink coffee in the morning. A lot of people drink coffee in the morning. And as it happens, the place where I like to drink my coffee, a lot of police come in there all the time. And you know, the police here in Portland are horrible. They are really, really bad. They're horrible people. And so each day I see these people and they come into the shop and just are like, you know, they're basically one of the worst aspects of society in the USA. And what makes them so horrible, a part of it is to do with the justice system. Because what will happen is the police will come up on you and charge you with something. You might not be doing anything wrong, but they can come over and lay charges on you. And after they charge you with something, then you're basically screwed. Even if you can get a good lawyer to defend you, the judges side with the police almost all the time. So, you know, the presumption of innocence in USA society is a farce. Society doesn't work that way here. If the police charge you with something, they can put you in jail, and then if you don't have the cash bond, you will sit in jail until your trial comes. And a lot of times, you will have not done a single thing wrong. You will actually be 100% innocent. And the police come over and charge you with something, and that's enough. Just them charging you is enough to hold you in jail until your trial comes. So, you know, on Twitter, some person is trying to tell me that there's not discrimination in our justice system. That if you are poor, it doesn't mean that they will discriminate against you. But that is just 100% wrong. It's just wrong. There's nearly 500,000 people sitting in American jail cells who have never been to trial that are being held on bail. They're not even criminals. Think about that. 500,000 people in jail being held because they can't afford bail. That's how fucked up the society is in the United States. And it's, you know, by and large, the vast majority of people in the United States are poor. So we suffer that basically of our own choice. We decide that we're willing to accept that because there are way more of us than there are of them. And, you know, when you live in the heart of the empire and there are, you know, stuffed shirts on every corner with like their Louis Vuitton shoes and their, you know, whatever, like it just really, really upsets me the way the justice system is set up to harm the poverty-stricken people. And it especially upsets me that the media basically ignores it because the media benefits from us staying disempowered. So, you know, whether it's the healthcare system, education, justice, you know, all of these systems are dramatically broken and set up in a way that they harm people of color and especially poor people. And we accept that. That's what we accept as citizens in this country. And you know, for me, I try and help people. Like, I don't have very much money, but I do what I can to help every opportunity that I have to help somebody, if I have even a couple of pennies, I will try and help that person. And you know, it's going to get a lot worse. And that's what I feel like we need to talk about, is things are about to get a lot worse because they're cutting the benefits that were people's last grasp on survival. So whether it's Section 8, food stamps, Social Security disability, veterans benefits, all of these things are taking a cut while they continue to give massive tax breaks to the wealthy. And you know, your politicians, they're the ones who allow this to happen. They're the ones who create the laws that put all this stuff in place. And it basically comes down to Robert's Rules of Procedure. Robert's Rules of Procedure put a lot of power in the hands of prosecutors, and they also put power in the hands of district attorneys. And what ends up happening is the district attorneys will way overcharge people. So like, say for instance you jaywalk. Well, if you jaywalk, that is a crime. But they'll charge you with obstruction of traffic. You know, they'll charge you with jaywalking, but they'll also charge you with like dozens of other things just to try and get you to plead down to a lesser charge. And they know that you didn't commit those crimes. They know you did not commit those crimes. But they also know that you can't afford a judge, or you can't afford a lawyer that will try and disprove their malicious charges. So, you know, I get pretty wound up about this stuff, and I'm glad that you guys are out there giving some views to my opinion, because I'm a highly opinionated person, and a lot of times it feels like there's nothing that I can do. And having a voice, being able to express these types of opinions, even though it doesn't go very far towards affecting change, at least I'm able to tell you all what I see is wrong. So I do appreciate you taking the time to tune in. I hope you have a great rest of your day out there, and I'll talk with you again very soon.